All right, so what we're going to be doing here is subtracting this trinomial and this trinomial, and we got to set ourselves up vertically. That's one way to do it. That's how I like to teach it. Just vertically write them out. So I'm going to write the first trinomial out. I can rearrange this and put this term first, this term second, and that term third, because that would be the proper way to write out this trinomial with the highest exponent in front, and then go in descending order. So that's where I'm going to start. I'm just going to say negative 6 to the fifth. So I just took that term right there, and I wrote it down first. Then I'm going to write down this term second, negative 8 to the fourth. And then I can take that positive 3 and just put plus 3 on the end. So now all I've really done is I've taken the trinomial and I've written it out properly. Now I'm going to take the subtraction symbol, the operation we're going to be using. I'm going to put it way off to the left over here, way off to the left. And there's a reason for that. I'll explain to you in just a second as to why we do that. All right, now I'm going to take this negative 6 to the fourth, and I need to put that directly underneath the other term that's to the fourth power. So negative 6 to the fourth goes directly underneath the other term that's to the fourth. We call those like terms. Negative 8 to the fifth power needs to go right here. Negative 8 to the fifth power. Now let's talk about why I pushed this so far off to the left. If I already had it written down and it was right there, we might have thought that that right there was the negative from the term and not the subtraction that we're actually doing. So the reason you push it so far off to the side is you don't want it to get intermixed with this first term that we see. And then 3n, we don't have any other terms that just have an n. N to the fifth, n to the fourth, no variable at all. N to the fifth, n to the fourth, no variable. Okay, so I need to take that negative 3n. I'm going to put a gap here. I can put negative 3n right there. Okay, some teachers will tell you to put a 0 there. Put 0n right there. I'm not a big fan of doing that, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay, it's your choice. Everybody looks at it differently. Now it's just a matter of subtracting. Negative 6 minus a negative 8. Subtracting a negative is really adding, so you're adding 8 to negative 6. That's going to give you 2. 2 to the fifth. It stays the same type of term that it was because we're adding and subtracting. We're not doing any multiplication here. Okay? Negative 8 minus, always go to the symbol. Negative 8 minus a negative. Subtracting a negative is really adding, so we're adding 6 to negative 8, giving me a negative 2 to the fourth. Okay, so negative 6 plus 8 gave me 2. Negative 8 plus 6 gave me negative 2. And then 3 minus nothing gives me 3. And subtracting, this is where kids mess up. They look right there and they go, there's nothing up above. And they just write minus 3n. But we're subtracting negative 3n. Subtracting a negative is really adding. Now the only thing I need to do to adjust this and give it the best answer that I could possibly give is to rearrange those two terms because we want it to go in descending order from the variable and its exponent. So 5, 4, then we want the 3n to be there, and we want this to be the 3, the constant. Variable, 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 constant is always at the end, the number always at the end. Okay, and that's how it's done. Take this information, organize it vertically by like terms, and then start to add and subtract together. If it was an addition problem, only difference is now we're adding these values. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.